Welcome back to the final episode of Sonic RPG Analysis Part 10. Quick recap for what happened last time. After recovering, Shadow and Sonic go to Rila's upgraded castle, in which they fight Silkadoom in their super forms, getting the adventure slowly throughout the fight, till Silkadoom gets Shadow off and defeats Sonic. As Shadow comes back, Knights and Knuckles coming in trying to help, but it is to no avail. Shadow being the last hope. He tries his best, but gets knocked down to the ground. After all hope is lost, a flash appears, coming from Sonic, and with the use of the Sapphire, he accessed a new form. Will it be enough for Silkadoom? Let us find out. We see Sonic shining with his new form, but Silkadoom still confident of himself, saying that this will not change his fate. Sonic spin dashes, releasing a shockwave which Silkadoom holds and destroys. No surprise. Alright everyone, prepare yourself, grab popcorn, the battle starts. Dash, upper kick, elbow, upper kick, back kick, roundhouse kick, elbow, lower kick, spin kick, critical spin dash. Prepares a huge blast, leaving it to an explosion. Sonic spin dashes Silkadoom all the way into the moon. Then spin dashing once more back into Earth. Silkadoom tries to punch but gets kicked. Energy push, judges up a spin dash, pushing him up back, down to the ground. Continuing to do so under the floor. Shadow surprised by such power, noting that Silkadoom cannot keep up with that speed. After reaching a certain floor, Silkadoom recovers, then smiles, complimenting his speed. Although it means nothing with his fists lack the power to face him, he says. How his power won't last much longer. He charges up and goes in, shocking Sonic with his speed. Even his speed started to betray him. So much for being the fastest thing alive, he says. With no response, Sonic actually runs the opposite direction, while he also charges up. Spin dash up to down, spin kick, critical spin dash to the stomach, sending him above. And Sonic charges up once more, lower kick, goes back, and crushes him against the ground with another spin dash. And as the two continue the fight, the building begins to deteriorate. Lower punch, spin attack, air kick block, multiple punches, but with one swing, his parent stops, and Sonic throws a critical punch to the chin, sending him to the sky. Second throws a Chaos Sphere, by which Sonic simply swings away, charging up and goes in again. Two punches, dodge, jump, critical lower kick straight to the ground. This angers Silkadoom, and Sonic just chuckles. Shadow figures out that from the single moments the emeralds were shown, he harnessed the power for his own, and with the Sapphire, he enhanced that to reach yet another level, being what we are witnessing right now. Due to his anger, Silkadoom decides to use the Chaos Emeralds to transform, in which we see for the first time, not Super, but Apex Silkadoom. Shadow fears that much power won't be enough as long as he's still holding on onto those emeralds. Round 2. Silkadoom goes up to the sky and releases some sort of effect upon the whole place. Spin dash charges up, spin kick, dash, critical punch, dash, spin lower kick, goes down, upper kick, teleport, roundhouse kick, upper kick, dashing in immense speed, solar flare, and headsbutts him to the ground. Multiple Chaos Spears, dodges through, spin dashes down. Silkadoom recovers. The two run and clash. He sends an energy beam and Sonic tries to hold it, and recovers. Shadow gets up, wanting to do something. Sonic dodges and tells Shadow to get back and to wake up Knuckles and telling him to use the Sapphire. He'll know what to do. And so, Shadow wakes up Knuckles, familiar with the Sapphire's energy as it radiates the same energy as the Master Emerald. If by any chance it has the same properties of it, it can also stop the Chaos Emeralds. The other two continue to clash through the air, both spin dashing and going to the ground. Sonic hopes that he can hold off long enough. As for Silkadoom, he smiles, like always, confident of himself. But then, he lost his form for a second, as Knuckles is trying to indispose the emeralds. Silkadoom tries to stop him, but Shadow comes in, and suddenly a shield appears, created by Knights. Silkadoom tries again, but gets punched right in the face. This is now the final act, in which determines the fate of this world. Final round. The two go in as Knuckles is helping. Sluggadum gets stopped and Sonic punches him. Prepares an energy blast, stopped again, and upper then lower kicked by Sonic. Knuckles commands it to not let that being use the Chaos Emeralds any longer. Then Sluggadum loses the emeralds, and Sonic prepares the two energy orbs. With one huge beam, he gets knocked down. Then Sonic loses his form. The team is questioning if it is over. Might asks on how they use a sapphire like that. It was a lucky guess from Sonic. The moment he used it to go hyper, he realized it had the same properties as the Master Emerald back in their dimension. And then he thanks Knuckles. Now all they have to do is to get back. Since the sapphire works the same as the Master one, Shadow can link the stone, aka the sapphire, to the emerald back home and make a massive chaos control. But first, Shadow wants to finish off Silkadoon completely. Sonic stops him though, telling him that there is no need to go that far. Bro, I agree with Shadow on this one, just kill him! Whatever. But Sonic says that it doesn't possess the emeralds anymore, so no need to worry. And they can knock him over again next time. Before they leave, they thank Knights for everything. And now he has a big empire to rule now. And he has his gratitude too, for everything. Back in Mobius, as Amy lost hope, they got back to Mobius. Amy comes over and hugs Sonic, and Eggman notices that they brought him back too. It is Eggman's responsibility now. It ends with this experiment of his. It takes on the emerald and leaves. Knuckles plans to return the Master Emerald back to its former place. As for Amy, she plans to make a big party celebrating their return. But of course, Sonic runs off to go back where it all started, a vacation on the beach. End of series. Created by MidNightMaren and the rest of his team. Alright, let's cover everything now, shall we? The final battle comes back with another act, thanks to Sonic's new form, Hypersonic, which proceeds to obliterate Silkadoom throughout the battle until he unlocks a new form himself, Apex Silkadoom. As Sonic realizes he's draining out of power slowly, he tells Shadow to wake up Knuckles and to use the Sapphire, as it is similar to the Master Emerald. And so, with it, the emerald stopped working for Silkadoom. The final bit of energy, Sonic blasts him off with a final beam, and reverts back. Is that truly the end of Silkadoom? Perhaps. That is my only guess for now, as they have finished him off with a final beam from Hypersonic, and Hypersonic is stronger than Silkadoom, but he is still around, so if he ever wakes up again, then it will be a big issue for them. But for now, he is kind of gone, technically. Shadow prepares a massive chaos control for everyone to return back, and brings Silkadoom back to the Doctor, as it is his responsibility now. As everyone's happy they're back, and everyone returns to their duty/place, so does Sonic, back to where it all began, the beach vacation. And yeah, this is Sonic RPG, the full-on series. Of course, just like SMBZ, a conclusion would be provided, so look out for that. That is it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you on the next one. Have a good day.